What's going on, guys? Chandler's Legacy Farm here. Today we're going to do the follow-up on what I've heard back from Kizer. First, I want to say thank you to everybody who watched my five videos on Firecraft with 5 different knives from small to large. It was a pretty good success. As far as the video series goes, 2 of the knives did not fare well. Before I get into everything with Kizer, I do want to say that yesterday I took back the... Wow. Our power just went out. That's crazy. We'll keep on recording though. So anyway, we ain't going to have any heat in here now. So anyway, what was I going to say? Power's back on. That is... rural America. You live in rural America, this is what you deal with, guys. So anyway, where was I at? The Swiss Tech knife, I took it back to Walmart yesterday. They didn't even look at it. They didn't even pull it out of the box. They're like, what's wrong with it? I said, the tip broke off. They said, okay. So they gave me my money back on the card, on a gift card, on an e-gift card, through the through Walmart.com. And so yesterday evening, whenever I got home, I reordered the same knife again, so therefore I'll have it back, right? I am not going to be hard on that knife because I know its integrity. It's just going to be used for cutting tasks. It's marketed as a bushcraft knife, right? It is marketed as a bushcraft knife. That is the Swiss Tech Craft TIG, the larger blade that I broke the tip on, and the blade warped also. So anyway, it will not be used for Firecraft no more. It'll just be used for normal knife tasks. Okay. All right. So let's get into this Kizer deal. Okay. I have got 5 Kizer knives here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one just came in yesterday. I told you I had this on order. This is the Kizer Beaver D2 steel, stonewash finish. Beautiful little blade. Very nice little blade. This one is also marketed as bushcraft. It says that it'll strike a fire steel right here. And this one probably would strike a fire steel, maybe. But from the results of the Kizer Hare, I'm not going to bushcraft this. This is just going to be used for cutting tasks. Okay? Regular knife. Okay? No bushcraft for the Kizer Beaver because I'm not going through this shit again. Okay, I'm not gonna take a chance on breaking this knife, doing batoning and bushcrafting and stuff like that. So at Firecraft. So great Kydex sheath. Oops, it comes with a nice push ramp right there for your thumb. It's got the little wannabe Tech Lock clip, which works fine. I do have a Ulti clip on the way that I will be putting on this blade so I can pocket carry it. So another thing I want to get into is, okay, everybody, there was some people, naturally there was a lot of people on there saying, oh, you shouldn't be you shouldn't be batoning a knife that small, all this stuff, right? Well, okay, have you saw me baton this knife? Okay, this is the Kizer Muskrat. No, you have not. Okay. Have you seen me baton this one? This is the Kizer Smolt Christmas edition in Nitro V steel, which is the same as what the Hare is. Okay. No, you have not. Okay. Have you saw me Firecraft with the Kizer Deckhand? No, you have not. These are EDC knives, EDC fixed blade pocket knives. They're not labeled as a bushcraft knife. Okay. These 2 are labeled as a bushcraft knife. This one even came with a damn fire steel, okay? So if it's going to be labeled as a bushcraft knife, I expect it to do bushcraft-like tasks, okay? A lot of people says, well, there's no way that's labeled as a bushcraft knife. All right, I'll show you. Here's the results. Here's a good close look. That's the results of doing a little bit of batoning and hitting a pine knot, okay? That's what your knife's going to look like if you do this. There's a possibility, right? So people was telling me, and they said that the back of the spine would strike fire steel. We found out it would not. So whenever they label something as bushcraft, people are probably going to use it as bushcraft. I'm just saying, okay? For instance, this is the outdoor element. This is the scout feather. This is labeled as bushcraft. It comes with a fire steel. It comes with a little sharpener. It is a pocket style fixed blade, or you could run it as a neck knife if you wished. It's in VG10 steel. Okay, you have saw me firecraft with this knife. It works. There's nothing wrong with it. It works perfect. It's got a sharpened spine. It will strike your fire steel that comes with it. Sure, look at it. Sure, look at it. It's a whole lot smaller. Look how much smaller this blade is, okay, than this one, all right? This one is held up just fine. It's been just fine. Outdoor element all the way. I have a 10% off code. It's all caps, Cowboy Blade. This will be linked in the description box below, and you can check out my Amazon affiliate links for this blade. I will have all these Kizer blades in the Amazon affiliate link also, okay? But if you're going to do bushcraft with a small blade and you want a small, lightweight blade, I have not found anything wrong with these yet. These little scout feathers from Outdoor Element and VG10 steel have been fantastic, okay? Just get that out of the way that, yeah, you shouldn't be doing anything like that with that small of a knife. Look at the size comparison. This is so much smaller, and it has held up to everything I've thrown at it. This one couldn't stand more than about 5 whacks, right? With a rubber mallet. It's not like I'm even using a big block of wood to do my batoning with. I use a rubber mallet, guys. So, I don't know. These little guys here, great. I just had to throw that. I just had to throw that in there because so many people were like, "Oh, you can't be doing that with such a small knife." Well, this little guy here is held up to everything I've thrown at it. Okay, and the reason why I went with Nitro V steel is because I assumed it might be a little tougher than the D2 steel. Okay, so that's what I went with. This one is in D2 steel, and if history is correct, and everything I read is correct, Nitro V is supposed to be, if they're both steels are done correctly, Nitro V is supposed to be just a little tougher than your D2. Okay, if I know this one probably wasn't quite correct, okay, and it broke. So why would I want to chance this one? So like I said, this one's just going to be a standard EDC knife for cutting tasks. It's labeled as a bushcraft knife, but you will not see a firecraft on this blade, I promise. Because I don't want to deal with this again. I don't want to break another one, all right? I still like Kizer. I like their blades. They're really cool. They got great designs. But anyway, I just wanted to clarify that just a little bit. I know this video might run long. Okay, so one good look here at the broken blade. I will tell you exactly how things have went. My Swiss Tech Craft TIG will be here tomorrow. That was a no-brainer, easily taken care of, easily resolved, okay? We know Swiss Tech's not going to rebuild the knife and do anything different with it, right? So, okay, on the 13th, I emailed Kizer. I've got all this information written down right here in my little notepad. I emailed Kizer on the 13th. And I sent them the exact video that I put on YouTube. I linked that to the email. So they got to see the entire video just like you guys did. Same thing. I got a return email on the 14th, the next day. This is what my email said, word for word, okay? Let me think. Let me look here. Return email. It says, "Hi, friend. Thank you for contacting Kizer Service. Sorry for the inconvenience and unpleasant experience that your knife has brought to you. I need to check with our quality control colleague and the designer, and I will keep you posted. Best regards, Catherine." Okay? That was the second, that was their reply to me sending them the video and, telling them, hey, this thing broke. So I asked them if they would replace the knife. That's all I want, is for them to replace the knife. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do whatever they want to do, right? But if I can at least get another knife out of the deal that still has all of its belly, there you go. That's what we need, right? So Then, yes, the power just went out again. So then it said, then on the 17th, which is today, says, "Hi friends, sorry to keep you waiting." Power's back on. "Hi friends, sorry to keep you waiting. Thank you for verifying the practicality of our product. Our designer has made improvements to the thickness and cutting edge of the knife. As a token of our gratitude, we can send you a knife. Can you accept it?" I said, "Of course, I will accept the knife." And then I gave them all my shipping information. And then it also said, if I have any questions, please feel free to contact them. Okay. So that has been our everything so far. I haven't got an email back, saying, "Hey, we're sending it out such and such a day." But I am getting this exact knife, as I asked for the exact knife back. So I should be getting this exact knife back in Nitro V steel. I love this knife. I really do. I like Kizer. I just, and if they would not have sent it with a fire steel, labeled it as bushcraft, and kept it as just a standard in the pocket fixed blade, standard EDC blade, something similar to these three, the Kizer Deckhand, the Smolt, the Muskrat, all those fit in that category. Okay. When you label something as bushcraft and you send a fire steel with it, someone's probably gonna beat this thing through a piece of wood. Just saying, guys. And this is approximately the same size, and look at the thickness. It's not super thin, guys. It's not like this is a super thin blade. And like I was saying, this is along the same size in the video. I was saying it's along the same size of like the SE Azula 2. Okay. I'm going to be getting an SE Azula 2. So therefore, then I can beat the hell out of it. I know it'll hold up. I've got 6 SEs right now, and I've never had an issue with any of them. I mean, I understand it's 1095 steel, carbon steel, proper heat treat, Rowan heat treat. Yes, SEs are fantastic. And so I'm going to get an Azula 2. I just hadn't picked one up yet. And I didn't pick this up to be a replacement of an Azula 2. I just picked this up because I thought it was a cool blade, and I had started, collecting some of these Kizer blades just because I thought they were cool. I really didn't care that this thing looked similar to a Azula 2. That didn't affect my purchasing at all. I just like the blade, you know what I mean? And I opted to pay $10 more for a little bit better steel because I figured I was going to EDC this more than actually bushcraft it, right? Firecraft it. But I knew if it came with the capabilities of doing firecraft and bushcraft tasks, I was going to test it as that, right? So that's what I done. This was the result. Okay. So companies need to watch their labeling. If you're going to label something as bushcraft, you probably ought to really test the shit out of it to make sure that it's going to hold up to certain tasks before you put that label on it, because there's going to be guys out there like me that's going to beat this thing through something. You know what I mean? When you label it that way. I kind of go off of the labels on the knives, and if they are labeled as to do a certain thing, I'm going to see if they will do it, So anyway, long story short, I'm getting a new Kizer Hare, and it should be this exact blade. I'll come back with another video whenever I get the blade. We'll do some looking and talking about it. Let's see. I may do another video on this blade talking more about it, but it's a handy little knife, that's for sure. And it's very cool. I love the colors. I love the way they've done it. It's just done well with that dark green and then the black stonewash finish and the little orange accents, spacers, washers, whatever you want to call it, around the bolts. It's just done very well. It is a very cool little knife. I'm not sure how capable it would be at bushcraft, and I'm not going to find out. Sorry, guys. I'm just not breaking another one. I'm not going through this shit again. But anyway, great taco sheath. Power just went out again and came back on. Great taco sheath. Great thumb ramp. Man, I'm telling you, Kizer knows how to build shit. They just need to make sure their heat treats are right and label things more correctly. Because like I said, if that wasn't labeled, as a bushcraft, I probably wouldn't have beat the hell out of it. You know what I mean? Probably wouldn't have. This is labeled as a bushcraft knife, right? This one I put to the test, and it has held up to everything I've thrown at it. Okay, just saying. If you're a lightweight backpacker, lightweight hunter, you don't want to carry a whole lot of weight, but you want something that's going to be capable and hold up. I haven't found anything wrong with these at all. These Outdoor Element Scout Feathers, they're pretty damn fantastic. And like I said, I've got codes for this, so you can get on. You can go, down below and check all that out in the description box below. But excuse me, guys. But anyway, that's everything. I don't want to hold you guys up any longer. That's everything. I assumed Kizer would send me another blade. That's what I assumed. So good on them. Power went out again. Holy shit. And anyway, guys, we're out of here. Chandler's Legacy Farms. If you like what I'm doing, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We will see ya. Power's still flickering. See ya.